that was the year we played Ashen for the first time, was it not?
It was also the event was dubbed the Great Ball of Flame incident, where all four members of the band and several members of the front row audience were seriously wounded, owing to the fireworks that Lee had planned.
Well, yeah, I remember it. It was the end of the gig. I mean, they've all told you this, surely you know what happened. Why are you always tramping up pieces of history that are irrelevant to what we're doing now? You know the story. What sort of insight do you want from me? I didn't set the fireworks.
So, then you wrote Ashen.
And Lee wrote Ashen. I just made it great.
And what happened was, you released that, you premiered it at Glastonbury.
Yes, at Glastonbury. Fantastic performance. Slightly marred, obviously, by what was dubbed by the press the Ball of Flames incident.
Basically, the whole gig went fantastically well, and I couldn't believe that I was actually sort of connecting with these people, and people were listening to our music, and our music was going into them and becoming part of them and changing their lives. I mean, even if it's only in like the smallest of ways, their lives were still being changed by what we were doing. And you know, some people's lives were physically changed, such as the people who went blind.
Here we are, Glastonbury 1995. We're playing it. On that stage, they haven't let the people in yet. But we're really looking forward to it, aren't we?
Fantastic, excellent, brilliant. That's all I can say about Glastonbury 95. We just come off tour with
Spandex Dragon.
Spandex Dragon, great tour. Some little places in Europe. And
yeah,
I
mean, Lee was a bit arty-farty about it all. But
you get that, and that's part of the band now. Yeah. We're really looking forward today with playing with our heroes, Analog Zoo.
Analog Zoo. I mean, they're fantastic, aren't they?
Headlining the Glastonbury. I mean, just at the little stage, the second stage, it doesn't matter. Analog Zoo and Absolon.
I mean, Analog Zoo is going to be a fucking fantastic gig, I tell you. I'm really looking forward to it personally. I mean, I've been working on my tone for weeks. I've had all my guitars set up at home, and I reckon I've got a special tone, my Glastonbury tone. I think it sort of like sums up all the passion I've been trying to get through for the whole last tour, and I don't think I quite made it on tour, but now.
Everyone was very keen when it happened and the press dubbed it the Ball of Fire or whatever. Everyone was very keen to, you know, try and work out who was doing what and whose fault it was. Everyone was very keen to attribute blame. Kelso himself has always been very keen to attribute blame to everything, and we've had many arguments about that. He's always sort of, that was your fault, no, that was your fault. I mean, I don't want to get bitter about Kelso now. I mean, I think it's all a bit too late now, really. I think if anything, I should pay homage to him. He certainly understands the tone, but I don't think it was entirely my fault. I mean, other people put the fireworks there. I told them to do it, but you know, out of all the pyrotechnic experts who came along that I wouldn't listen to, you'd imagine some of them would have sort of said, no, there is a roof. That's all they had to say, there is a roof.
Well, he still hasn't sorted out the fucking fireworks. How do you turn this off? Oh, yeah. Thank you. How much is coming up?
I wouldn't worry about the fireworks too much, Lee. I mean, it's the tone that matters.
Playing with bands such as Blues, Tree Dog and Sky Monkey. We're really looking... Well, I mean, this
I'm
is
looking forward to Sky Monkey, actually. They're a bit...
Well, hopefully we'll get to... They're two after us. But, you know, that's because we're new. But hopefully we'll get to see them.
Yeah, we're also really excited because we're going to debut a new song, and we really think this is quite possibly. I think we're going to release it as a single in a couple of months.
I think so. We've got to release something as a single. This is just spot on. It's called... This is it. This is called Ashen.
Ashen.
Ashen is it.
So the fireworks I'd organised to you know, blast off, if you will, during the build-up of Ashen. Well, they sort of went up, they hit the roof, and then they came back down, and some of them pelted out into the audience. And what it did is it created like a backdraft, and it sucked air into the stage area, and then it blew, and then it went back out. So, I mean, it seems almost strange now, but generally the front row of people either went blind or had permanent scarring. But you see, they were permanently affected by the gig. That's a gig they'll never forget. As far as art goes, I think that's the ultimate.
I think it was Laurie's first real near miss with fire, and it was certainly my first and last near miss with fire, pretty much. I mean, I mean, we all had severe burns. We were in hospital for a good 3 days afterwards. I think Lee got the least of it.
Sorry.
You find that funny?
Would it be fair to say that not only that you almost killed all other 3 members of the band?
But the members of the band, you see, this is the sort of things that I get in trouble for, but I really do believe the other members of the band wouldn't mind the pain, because it allows them to play their music better on another plane, a plane that we don't quite understand, you see.
You could call that the pain plane.